Class 9, Chapter 13, Surface Areas and Volumes, Module 4. Objectives. In this module, you will learn about volume of cylinder. Children, last class we had discussed the equation of volume of the cylinder. What is that? Yes, pi r square h. Now listen carefully to the first question. If the lateral surface area of a cylinder is 94.2 centimeters square and its height is 5 centimeter, then find first question the radius of the base. The second question, its volume. Here we need to use the value of pi is equal to 3.14. Now the given condition, lateral surface area is equal to 94.2 centimeter square and also height is equal to 5 centimeter. Let we can take the radius is equal to r. Now we know the equation of lateral surface area of the cylinder. What is that? Yes, 2 pi rh. So 2 pi rh is given as which one? 94.2. Now substitute all the values. Lateral surface area is what? 94.2 is equal to 2 into pi value 3.14. It is given. Okay. Into r into h. Height is what? 5 centimeter. So what is radius? 94.2 divided by 2 into 5 into 3.14. Which is equal to 94.2 divided by 2 into 5 what? 10. Now when you multiply 3.14 into 10 what? 31.4. Now divide this one. So numerator and denominator having same number of decimal place. So we can multiply both numerator and denominator by 10. So avoid that decimal. Then 942 divided by 314 is equal to what? 3 centimeter. Thus, what is the first question? The radius of the base. So, the radius of the base is equal to what? 3 centimeter. Now, what is the second question? Its volume. So, we know the equation of volume. What is the volume? Yes, pi r square h. So, we can substitute all the values. What is pi? 3.14. And radius is what? 3 that we find out. Now radius square is what? 3 square into height is what? 5. Just multiply all that. That is 3.14 into 3 square is what? 9 into 5. Now at last what we get? The volume is equal to 141.3 centimeter cube. Now the second question. It cost rupees 2,200 to paint the inner curved surface of a cylindrical vessel 10 meter deep. If the cost of painting is at the rate of rupees 20 per meter square, find first question what? The inner curved surface area of the vessel. Second one, the radius of the base. Third one, capacity of the vessel. Now listen carefully. Here we need to paint the inner curved portion of this vessel. So inner surface area into per meter square how much rupee? Rupees 20. Then we get what? The total cost which is what? 2,200. So the first of what? The inner curved surface area is given as 2,200. Then the cost of the paint per meter square is rupees 20. Then also what? Height of the vessel is 10 meter. Now the equation of curved surface area is what? 2 pi rh. So 2 pi rh is the curved surface area into per meter square how much? Rupees 20 is equal to what? The total cost. Now the inner curved surface area is equal to what? The cost to paint the inner curved surface area divided by cost of the paint per meter square. So total cost how much? 2,200 divided by per meter square how much? Rupees 20. Then what we get? At last 110 meters square. Now listen carefully. Second question, what? The radius of the base we need to find out. So what is the equation of inner curved surface area? 2 pi RH. So 2 into substitute pi 22 by 7 into radius we need to find out into height. What is the height? Here 10 meter deep. So into 10 is equal to 110. Now you need to find out what? Radius is equal to 110 into 7 cross multiply divided by 2 into 22 into 20 is what? 220. Now 110 and 220 are cancelled what? 2. Now 7 by 2 into 2 is what? 4. When you divide it 7 by 4 is equal to what? We get 1.75 meter. Now what is the first question? First, inner curved surface area is equal to what? You need to find out the first inner curved surface area. So, inner curved surface area of the vessel is equal to what? First one, 2 pi RH, that is 110. Second question, what? The radius. So, the radius is equal to how much? Radius is equal to 1.75 meter. Now, the third question, what is that third question? Capacity of the vessel. So, the capacity of the vessel is equal to what? Pi r square h. So, pi is what? 22 by 7 into radius, 7 by 4 into 7 by 4 into 10 is the height. Now, 7 and 7 are cancelled. Then 22 and 4 you can cancel using 2. So, at last, what we get? 1540 divided by 16. So, at last, when you divide it, 96.25 meter cube is the answer, which is the volume, isn't it? But we need to find out the capacity of the vessel. So to change that capacity means what? You need to change that into liter or kiloliter. So meter cube is larger than liter. So to change what? Meter cube into liter, you need to multiply. So 96.25 into 1000, which is equal to what? 96,250 liter. Now when you change that into kiloliter, what? We need to divide it by 1000. So what is 96.25 kiloliter? Clear, students? Now the volume or the capacity is equal to 96.25 kiloliter. Now the third question. The capacity of the closed cylindrical vessel of height 1 meter is 15.4 liters. How many square meters of metal sheet would be needed to make it? Now the height of the vessel is equal to what? 1 meter. Capacity of the vessel, which is given what? 15.4 liters. Now listen carefully. If it is capacity in liters, to find out the volume, what? We need to change that unit into meter cube. So 15.4 by 1000, which is equal to what? 0.0154 meter cube is what? The volume. Now what is the volume equation? Pi r square h. So pi r square h is equal to 0.0154. Now substitute. Pi is equal to 22 by 7 into r square into h is what? 1 meter, which is equal to 0.0154. Now r square is equal to 0.0154 into 7 divided by 22. So you can cancel what? 154 and 22. 7 times. Okay. Now listen carefully. Then when you multiply it, answer what? R square is equal to 0.0049. Now if it is r square 0.0049, then what is r? Square root of that. So square root of 49 is what? 7. Square root of 2 zeros is what? 1 0. So what is the radius? 0.07 meter. Now next one, you need to find out how many square meters of metal sheet would be needed to make it. So to find out that, the metal sheet means what? You need to make a closed cylindrical tank. So you need to find out its total surface area. So what is the equation of total surface area? 2 pi r into h plus r. Now substitute all that. 2 into pi value 22 by 7 into what is radius? 0.07 into r plus h, that is 0.07 plus 1. Now we can cancel 0.07 and 7, that is 0.01. Now 22 into 2 what? 44 into 0.01 into 1 plus 07 is what? 1.07. Now multiply all that. At last what we get? 0.4708 meter square. Now the metal sheet required to make the vessel is what? 0.4708 meter square. Clear? Now the next question. A lead pencil consists of a cylinder of wood with a solid cylinder of graphite filled in the interior. The diameter of the pencil is 7 millimeter and the diameter of the graphite is 1 millimeter. If the length of the pencil is 14 centimeter, find the volume of the wood and that of the graphite. So listen carefully. Suppose this pencil is a new one. Okay, not sharpened. So diameter of the pencil is given 7 millimeter. So radius is what? 7 by 2 millimeter. Same as diameter of the graphite is what? 1 millimeter. So radius of the graphite is what? 1 by 2 millimeter. Height is given what? Height is equal to 14 centimeter, which is equal to 140 millimeter. We change that into millimeter. So 1 centimeter is equal to what? 10 millimeter. Now volume of the cylinder is equal to pi r square h, graphite cylinder. Okay, so that is what? Graphite is equal to pi 22 by 7 into radius how much? 1 by 2. Graphite radius is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into h is what? 140. So 7 and 140 cancel what? 22 and 22 cancel. At last what we get? Volume of the graphite is equal to 110 millimeter cube. Okay, now the next one question. We need to find out volume of the pencil first. So the same equation itself, cylinder is there. So pi r square h. So volume of the pencil, what is that? Radius of the pencil is 7 by 2. So substitute that 22 by 7 into 7 by 2 into 7 by 2 into 140. Now here also 7 and 7 are cancelled. 22 into 2 are cancelled. At last 2 and 140 cancel. Then at last what we get? 490 into 11 is equal to 5390 millimeter cube. At last we need to find out what? Volume of the wood. So volume of the wood is equal to volume of the pencil minus volume of the graphite. So what is volume of the first one? What? Volume of the pencil is equal to 5390 minus the volume of which one? Graphite is equal to what? 110. Now when you subtract what? 5280 millimeter cube. Now you need to change that into centimeter cube. So millimeter into centimeter is what? We divide it by 10. Whereas millimeter cube into centimeter cube divided by 1000, which is equal to what? 5.28 centimeter cube. Now the next question, listen. The pillars of these are example questions. The pillars of a temple are cylindrically shaped. Listen carefully this figure. If each pillar has a circular base of radius 20 centimeter, circular base of radius 20 centimeter and height 10 meter, how much concrete mixture would be required to build 14 such pillars? So the pillar is in the shape of what? Cylinder. Okay, now listen carefully. How much concrete mixture you need to find out? So inside portion, that mixture, that means the volume of the pillar you need to find out. So radius is equal to what? 20 centimeter, which is equal to 20 by 100 meter. Height is equal to 10 meter. Then volume is equal to pi r square h. So pi what? 22 by 7 into what? Radius is equal to 20 by 100 into 20 by 100. Pi r square into h 10. Now cancel that zeros. At last multiply with Then what we get? 8.8 by 7 meter cube. Now last one, what? We need to find out the volume of 14 pillars. So multiply 14 into volume of one pillar, that is 14 into 8.8 by 7. We can cancel 14 by 7. 14 and 7, 2. Now 8.8 into 2 is equal to what? 17.776 meter cube. Clear, students? Now the volume of the 14 pillars is equal to 17.6 meter cube. Now the last question. At a Ramzan Mela, a stall keeper in one of the food stalls has a large cylinder of vessel of base radius 15 centimeter filled up to a height of 32 centimeter with orange juice. The juice is filled in small cylindrical glasses of radius 3 centimeter up to a height of 8 centimeter and sold for rupees 15 each. How much money does the stall keeper receive by selling the juice completely? Now the cylindrical shape is there, so its radius 15 centimeter and height is what? 32 centimeter given. Now the glass radius is what? 3 centimeter and height is equal to what? 8 centimeter. Now volume of the total juice is equal to the equation what? Pi r square h, which is the cylindrical shaped figure is this one. Now pi 22 by 7 into radius is what? 15 into 15 into height is 32. Now volume of the one glass. Glass is also the shape of the cylinder. What is equation? Pi r square h. So pi 22 by 7 into radius what? 3 into 3 into 8. Now we need to find out what volume of glass. So volume of the total juice cylindrical vessel divided by volume of one glass, which is equal to pi into 15 into 15 into 32 by pi into 3 into 3 into 8. Now pi and pi are cancelled, 3, 15 are cancelled, 5, then another 3 and 15 are cancelled, what? 5, 32 and 8 are cancelled, 4, then multiply all that. Okay, at last what we get? Number of glasses is equal to 100. Now the last step, what? You need to find out the total money received by the stall keeper. So per glass how much? Rupees 3. So multiply rupees 3 into 100 is equal to what? Rupees 300. Clear, students?